Green Knight. Ugh. I want to have a deep voice like Robert Anderson, whatever the fuck his name is. That guy's a great deep voice. He should play Darth Vader in something. You know, when the old man dies, give him the reins. With a voice like that, I'd be a voice actor for everything. I play every bad guy. But saw the movie. Big Dev Patel fan. A24. A24 is the goddamn masterpiece studio. It keeps making these fantastic indie movies. I always look forward to them. Every time an A24 movie's coming out, whatever it is, I'm there. I think the only A24 movie I've missed in the past 7 years has been a Ghost Story. And that director is the guy who made this movie. So I was like, shit, I never saw that movie. But anyway, so Green Knight, no spoilers for this. It is a cinematography Oscar contender for sure. It had such beautiful shots, wonderful acting, and a great fantasy story. I think we've been missing a lot of fantasy movies. I can't even think of the last fantasy film I saw that wasn't from the 1980s. And it is a great little epic. It's a short movie, or at least it felt short. But it's a short movie about Sir Gawain, the knight. Sir Gawain, something like that. And he's one of the Knights of the Round Table for King Arthur. And this is what you see in the trailer. Big old wooden man, Green Knight walks in, gives him a deal. Says, well, I don't know if the part of the deal was a spoiler, so I'm not going to say it. He makes a deal with him. And in 1 year's time, he has to complete the other part of the deal. And that's what the journey is. He has to travel to meet the Green Knight to complete this part of the deal. And he travels through the lands and he sees great things in the trailer. You see giants. Very cool part of the movie. Giants. It was I'm blanking on the name of the show. The anime show where the big skinless giants just freaking eat people. Attack on Titan. That's what it looked like for a second. I was like, whoa. That little moment in the movie was so cool. And it just added so much. I was like, see, fantasy's not a genre I ever think about. But I was like, this is the benefit of fantasy. You get to see cool shit like this. It's not sci-fi. They're not robots. They're just giants. They're just giants. So this movie's fantastical. Beautifully shot. The lighting. I love lighting. It's so nice when you see a movie use lighting instead of filters. Because I see them switch a light bulb on. That's a different color. Oh, it's wonderful. Wonderful sets. Wonderful costumes. Great acting. Dev Patel, big fan. Alicia Vikander's in this movie. Haven't seen her in a minute. And this is a goddamn good movie. My only gripes to this movie is the score. I hate the whole that choir music. I'm not a choir person. And it's supposed to sound medieval and back in the day, and I guess they listen to a lot of choir music. Not for me. Not my thing. If that music was the score of Gretel and Hansel. Go listen to Gretel and Hansel, that score. That synthwave horror score. If that was the score in this movie, would have loved it. But I liked it because that music plays throughout the entire movie, and it was just drilling in my goddamn head. And I was like, argh. And me and my brother, we both saw this movie, and we got to a literal argument about this movie. I was arguing that certain scenes were symbolic, and he was saying they're literal. Two major scenes. The very end and the middle part. And I was like, these things are symbolic. And he's like, no, they're literal. I don't know who's right and who's wrong. He might be 100% right. I might be right. I might be right about one of the two. He might be right about one of the two. No idea. So I've been thinking about this, pondering. I have no idea if this is things that I saw or things that the movie was trying to convey in a unique storytelling way that wasn't actually happening. But very interesting movie. And the theme of the movie, I like quite a bit. It's a very interesting theme. The way they convey it was very straightforward to the point. By the very end, you're like, I like what you did there. So, give it a fat A. Good movie. Go see it. A24 never disappoints. And, will this be nominated for Oscars? I hope so. But the Oscars, their attention span starts at September. September to December. That's as long as they can remember movies coming out. They forget anything else that precedes that. So, end of July, August, they probably forgot. But Green Knight, go see it. Subscribe. Yeah. Good movie. Minus the score. I couldn't stand it.